Yeah, I came out here to my thinking woods, and I was gonna make a video this morning in my truck on the way to work. I was gonna make one, but I didn't because I was listening to the radio. As soon as I turned the radio on, it was Bob and Tom, so I turned that shit, cuckold shit, off, and I started listening to, I was like, hey, what's on the talk radio? It's Monday, let's see what's going on. Because like I said, we don't usually work Mondays, but we're gonna work this Monday. And we're working, and so we can have Thanksgiving off. Anyway, I usually don't, so I never hear the news cycle, first thing on Monday morning. They like to do that. They usually give people the weekend off to try to recuperate. And anyway, they hit you back with the crazy shit on Monday. So I finally got to hear it this morning. And what's the very first thing these bastards on the talk radio? Vaccinations, talking about how they're going to roll them out. Now, this is a conservative radio station that I turned it on because I'm not going to listen to these fucking leftists. But I might as well have, because this guy was on there screaming, oh yeah, they're going to be ready. The vaccinations are going to be ready by mid-December, and we're going to be rolling them out. And the plan is have the military have them out within 24 hours. They had this guy on there talking, and they had a recording of Anderson Cooper on CNN with some guy, some fucking doctor from the CDC. And he says, well, what we want is to have everybody have their 75% of the American public have the vaccinations, because then the herd will all be inoculated with it, and then that'll pass for whatever he said. You know how they term it, their speak that they have, these doctors and all these people. Anyway, Anderson Cooper was like, well, the problem here is that half the American public do not believe in vaccinations. They're especially this one. You guys roll it out, 10 months ago, nobody knew what the COVID really was, and now we've got vaccinations, first time in history. How could this be? And he's like, well, the trials are really going to be run in real time, and we can look to see about May of next year what the ramifications of such a vaccination are. That's what he said. He's like, if 2,000 people a day are dying of COVID, which is a horseshit number, but if 2,000 people are dying a day and only 200 die from the vaccinations, then do you see what they're trying to say, guys? Do you see what they're trying to do? Vaccinations. Have you guys ever seen zombie movies? I'm almost certain that 99% of you guys have seen a zombie movie, all right? Well, I'm not saying that by Christmas people will be walking around, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that 6 months, a year, 2 years down the road, all these troubles and all the things that are going to come out of it, just like autism rose by 2,500% over the last 20 years, since they've been giving the kids 30 fucking shots just to get them into school. All right, the rise of autism. You're going to see the rise of people with the inability to think anymore, and 30-point IQ drop-offs. And that would be fine for somebody who has 160 IQ, but it sure wouldn't be good for a Dindu with a 75 IQ. Okay, now you've got a provable zombie out in the streets. I say they're zombies anyway. What does a zombie do? He runs around looking for brains, looking to brain people. And what do they hang out at malls and shopping centers. And they mess with the people. Yeah, joggers are zombies. What I'm saying is that we're really going to see it, guys. The birth rates are going to drop off. The IQs are going to take a nosedive, and they already have. You see what I'm saying? Man, I usually don't make Thinking Wood videos like this, but these are vaccinations. I have not made a vaccination video. Been very quiet on that. I've spoke about it, but I haven't said anything really about it. And now I am, because this is insane. I am putting it out there. I guarantee you nobody's going to give me a vaccination. I will not take a vaccination. Okay? I live in Arkansas. Easy to find. Come stick me with a needle. I triple dog dare you. But That's not how they're going to do it, is it? They're going to have it to where you can't work, you can't travel, you can't buy toothpaste, you can't buy anything if you don't have that vaccination, okay? That's how they're going to do it. And the sheep are going to be lining up for that vaccination. You know, if you look into what a vaccination is, it's for livestock. Originally, the term vaccination. Just look these things up. See where they come from. Goyim. All right? It's a word for cattle. Goyim. That's you. That's me. I'm not just saying these things. It's real. But anyway, guys, vaccinations in the thinking woods. Good Lord. Anyway, that's what I had for you today. You know what? I'll try to do something a little lighter, but let's be honest here. We can't go light. We don't need light beer anymore. We need full flavor, full power. Let's start drinking scotch. Let's get it together.